All right, let's roll it back to 2007. Yeah, 2007, the year we got the very first iPhone. MySpace was still the king of social media, and here's the thing nobody was expecting. The film industry was about to get flipped on its head by this thing right here.
Red 1.
So this is the Red 1. And if you don't know why it's a big deal, buckle up, because this camera didn't just change the way that we shoot movies, it completely redefined what digital could do.
We're building a cinematography tool, a high-end cinematography tool that distills down really nicely into the broadcast world, into even people that want to shoot corporate work and you name it. I mean, we're building a tool that is affordable for something that's really next generation. This is a 4K digital cinema camera with a list price of $17,500. So it's pretty remarkable what we're doing.
And speaking of redefining possibilities, this video is brought to you by Artlist. If you're a filmmaker or content creator, you know how crucial great music and sound are to capturing that cinematic feel. Artlist is hands down one of the best platforms out there for royalty-free music. It gives you access to thousands of high-quality tracks and footage. So whether you're working with a RED camera or just a phone, the project can sound as professional as it looks. And Artlist doesn't just have audio and video, it has templates for motion graphics and a lot more. So check out Artlist, first link in the description down below, and get your first 2 months free. Alright, now let's get back to how the Red 1 disrupted everything. Okay, so here's the deal. Before Red came along, if you wanted that rich cinematic quality look, you had two options. One, pay through the nose for a 35mm film camera that could shoot at the same quality as a Hollywood movie, or two, use a digital camera that, let's be honest, made your footage look like it was shot on a toaster or potato. There was no middle ground. You either had money to burn or you settled for lower quality. Digital filmmaking just did not have a serious place in the big leagues yet, and a lot of filmmakers were getting boxed in because of it. Then walks in Red with the Red 1, and they're like, hey, what if you didn't need a Hollywood budget to shoot like a pro? And suddenly every indie filmmaker and creator, even some of the big budget directors, are looking at this thing like it's the future of cinema.
I'd heard about the Red for years, I'd kind of been tracking it. And then I got my hands on one and I shot my own test. And really felt like this was the future, and also this was what we needed for Che. Part of it was just how it responded to natural light. I just liked the way the sensor looked. It just had a quality that I thought was really unique. And it was a way to get a really high quality image with a really relatively small mobile camera. I thought it would increase the scale of the movie in addition to saving us some money.
So let's break down what made the Red 1 so revolutionary. This wasn't just another digital camera. This thing shot in 4K. 4Ks, that's counted 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. In 2007, that was unheard of outside of the biggest film sets. People were just figuring out high definition video at the time, and here comes Red, promising cinema quality 4K digital footage. It was like a gateway to Hollywood for indie filmmakers. Suddenly, you could have the kind of quality only film could give you, but in a digital package. Red wasn't just selling a camera, they were selling the idea that anyone can make their movie look as good as a blockbuster, and without needing to refinance the entire house to do it, and then live on the street with an ARRI Alexa in the back of your van. Anyways, trust me, people noticed. Indie filmmakers were picking it up, but so were established directors. It didn't take long for the Red 1 to find its way onto major sets. The Social Network, Shea, District 9. Suddenly, this wasn't just a new indie thing. Red was going mainstream.
You can't be really picky about, wait a second, he used to pick up the coffee and with his finger like that, etc. Whatever things that you're taking from the person. And at some point you just have to make sure that you understand the scene. You kind of know when you do a Steven Soderbergh that that's the way he goes. that he goes very fast. And we were going even faster here because of the RED cam.
And action!
Any setups that I might have lost by not having enough time, I probably picked up because we were shooting with the RED, and that enabled us to move even faster.
Shadow. Oh, actually, wait, bring that up again?
Kind of nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wanna get it up to, wanna
Just
get
the
up to-
telephone pole. Just get the telephone pole. There you go. That's good. Leave it there. Walk away.
This is where things got very interesting. The Red One was not just changing who could make movies, it was changing the entire mindset around digital filmmakers. For years, digital was seen as the cheaper, lower quality option. But Red was proving that digital could be the future of high quality cinema. You started seeing it everywhere. Indie films, high budget TV shows, even on major Hollywood sets. It was no longer film versus digital, it was how fast can we get our hands on a Red camera. And that momentum pushed the entire industry forward. Red had kicked open the doors and everyone from independent creators to Hollywood studios were running through. Now, don't get me wrong, the Red One was no perfect angel. It had its quirks. For one, this camera was a tank, heavy, bulky, and it ran through enough to fry an egg. But Red built it for quality. But that also meant you needed a whole camera support crew just to keep this thing cool and powered up. Now, this was the days before. Nowadays, we can have cinema cameras that are small, compact, and can do amazing things. You could just put it in your bag, and you don't even need to fully rig it out half of the time. But back in the day, before the technology advanced to what it is now, things weren't so simple. And the files for the Red One, they were massive. These things ate up hard drives and RAM like nobody's business. If you didn't have a computer built like a supercomputer, well, good luck editing the 4K footage. The Red One wasn't exactly user-friendly on the post-production side. And let's talk about the purists, the traditional filmmakers. Some of them looked at the Red One like it was blasphemy, a digital tool threatening to destroy the art of film, and the debates got very real. Like, think of how things are today when it comes to using AI in creative projects and filmmaking. When it comes to using artificial intelligence and all the tools that we have at our hands now, there is constantly a debate between what should be allowed and what could be considered not being creative. But this was the similar feel that came out when the Red One was announced, released, and used. But here's the thing, the Red One was a disruptor, a double-edged sword for sure. But that is exactly what shook up the industry so hard. The positives? This camera democratized cinema quality filmmaking. It opened the door for hundreds of new voices and new ideas. The negatives? Well, suddenly everybody thought that they were a filmmaker, and not all of them, let's say, had the vision or the experience to back it up. Also, it's raining right now, so you should really click that first link in the description and get Artlist, it'll stop the rain. But anyways, back to Red. Red wasn't going back, they were going forward and they were pushing digital harder and faster than anyone else. So where did Red go from here? Well, the Red One was just the beginning, clearly, and if you know where Red stands currently, you know where things went. They took everything they learned from this big chunky camera and built on it. The Epic, the Helium, the Weapon, all more advanced, more modular, higher resolutions. Red was committed to redefining cinema. Today, Red cameras are everywhere. From Netflix originals to music videos to YouTube creators looking to push the boundaries. Without the Red One though, none of it would have happened. That camera was the first domino. The catalyst, the camera was the first thing that proved digital could do it all. So yeah, the Red One didn't just change the game, it was the catalyst for everything that followed. For better or worse, it made digital cinema not just possible, but mainstream. And honestly, we're still riding the wave of that change today. And even relating to the Red One right now, we have cameras like the Blackmagic Cinema 17K camera, which challenges IMAX film cameras and converts it to digital. So even right now, there are so many things happening in the film industry that might change the future of filmmaking. And if you're a filmmaker or creator or just someone who loves this stuff as much as I do, the Red One story, it's a reminder that sometimes the most disruptive things don't just add to an industry, they redefine it. Thanks again to Artlist for supporting this channel. If you're working on your own projects and want music that elevates your visuals, make sure to check them out. The link is in the description. I really hope the audio isn't messed up because this rain is annoying. It's been sunny the entire day and now the rain just wants to fall. So, yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like this video. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts. Have you ever seen the Red One in real life? Have you ever used a Red One? Have you ever used a Red camera? I want to know your thoughts down below. And also, what do you think the film industry is heading right now? But as for now, that's it for me. See you in the next video.